You worked hard. You climbed the ladder. You finally hit six figures, but you still feel broke because the lifestyle that you thought was wealth was actually a trap. And today, on this video, we're going to break you out. Chasing the six-figure lifestyle was a trap. A wealthy lifestyle looks completely different than what you've been led to believe. A wealthy lifestyle looks like freedom. But most people have been building themselves a shiny prison. Today, I'm going to show you how to flip the script and to actually build wealth instead of just a lifestyle you can't afford. And stick around till the end of the video because I'm going to show everyone how you can actually build real wealth no matter what your current financial situation is. Let's talk about the six-figure dream or illusion that's been sold to everybody. When I make six figures, I will have made it. Girl saying, I don't want a man unless he makes six figures. When what they really mean is they want you to look like someone who makes six figures. But here's the reality in 2025. Let's look at that six-figure salary. Let's look at somebody who makes $100,000 in 2025, and let's see how far it really goes. So, taxes are going to take $25,000 right off the top. Mortgage or rent, another $2,500 depending on what zip code you tend to live in. A month, so that's $30,000 off the top. You got yourself a nice car because you deserve it and you make six figures. But you also got yourself a nice car payment of $800 a month, which is another $9,600 a year. Utilities, cell phones, subscription services. That all comes out to about another $500 a month if you're lucky. So that's another $6,000 a year. Groceries and dining, $900 a month, or about $11,000 a year. Daycare, because the kids got to go somewhere while you're doing all this working and hustling, $950 a month, or about $11,400 a year. And credit cards or student loans, if you've got them, we'll say they're about $450 a month, or another $5,400 a year. If you did the math, like I did the math, you better hope you don't get a flat tire. You better hope you don't need to go to the doctor for anything, because any of those things are going to put you in the hole, which means you're probably putting things on credit cards. This isn't wealth. This is just a more expensive version of the same anxiety. It doesn't matter how much you make. Finance is super simple. It's money in versus money out. If you have more money coming in than you have going out, you have expendable income and you can build wealth. Let me give you two examples. We'll call these people James and Marcus. And they're going to have vastly different salaries. One of them is going to be wealthy. One of them is going to be living paycheck to paycheck and in a nice, shiny prison. You tell me which one you'd rather be. The first one we're going to look at is James. James makes $115,000 a year, which sounds great. But again, Uncle Sam's going to get their chunk of that. So $29,000 is coming off the top. James lives in a decent zip code. And between his mortgage, insurance, and taxes, comes out to about $2,800 a month. Or $33,600 a year. He has two cars with $600 payments each, which isn't uncommon in today's day and age at all. So he pays $1,200 a month for cars, or $14,400 a year. Daycare costs him $950 a month, or about $11,400 a year. Food and dining out. Well, since he makes $115,000 a year, he dines out a little more because he can afford it. Comes out to about $1,400 a month, or $16,800 a year. Subscriptions and apps take out another $400 a month, or $4,800 a year. Credit cards, another $350 a month, or $4,200 a year. His parents keep bragging about how he's got that six-figure income. His wife feels great because she has a husband that really provides for her and allows them to do the things that they want to do. But the secret is James can't breathe. James's burn rate is about $8,000 a month. But after taxes, he's only bringing in about $7,000 a month. And maybe he covers it through bonuses or some unexpected windfalls. But more likely than not, he's accumulating debt. He's building his own prison. James can't take a day off. James better not get sick. Because if any of those things happen, he's underwater quick. James lays awake at night doing mental math, trying to figure out how he's going to afford this and how he's going to afford that, and when this bill comes in and when this check hits the bank. Now, let's look at Marcus. Marcus makes a modest $65K a year. That's it. Marcus invests a portion of his income pre-tax to save himself some money on taxes. But even after that, Uncle Sam is still going to take $14,000 a year from him. Now, Marcus bought a house at the right time. He waited till he had a significant down payment and the market was down. So his mortgage, taxes, and insurance, only $1,100 a month. Marcus drives a paid off 2010 Toyota Camry. His grocery budget is $500 a month, or $6,000 a year. He has no debt and no clutter. 20% of his income is automatically invested in retirement and brokerage accounts. He has 6 months of savings ready to go. Marcus has over $18,000 a year in expendable income. He travels and vacations twice a year. He takes vacations without asking his bank account's permission. He is genuinely free. Marcus is wealthy, and he's only going to get wealthier. Marcus is playing a completely different game. He's not worrying about flexing. He's worried about freedom. So how do you start to build the right thing? Well, the first thing is ask yourself, what did you do with your last promotion, pay raise, bonus? Did you increase your lifestyle? Did you buy something you really deserved? Or did you put it away and invest it, or buy an asset, or build towards your financial freedom? Most people buy a bigger house, get a nicer car, get a couple subscription services, or any number of things that they feel they deserve or they feel they've earned for that promotion or that bonus. So here's the thing. You're not building wealth, but your prison looks really shiny. Wealth has turned into an image when it needs to be your keys to freedom. You need to define what is enough, or the media and everyone around you is always going to sell you that you've never made enough or you never have enough. Forget chasing salaries and job titles. This is what matters. How much money do you bring in? How much money are you required to send out? If you're sending out as much as you're bringing in, it doesn't matter if you're making $10,000, $20,000, or $300,000. You're living in the same prison. Your cell just might look a little nicer than the one next to you. Expendable income is power. Your gross income is your salary and what you make from any assets that you own. Your net income is how much that you get to keep after Uncle Sam takes his bite. But your expendable income is what is left after you put out and pay out for all of the things that your lifestyle has. Real power is how much you don't have to spend. So let's attack this problem. Step 1, what is your freedom number? What do I mean by that? After you pay for everything that you need to pay for, and you have money for the things that you really want to do in your life, how much money would that take? That is your freedom number. That number should not change as you get promotions, bonuses, or anything else. Next, you need to audit the lie. And the lie is the lifestyle that you've allowed to take control of your life. How many things have you bought that you don't need? Sell it. How many subscriptions are you paying for that you don't use? Get rid of it. How many things are you spending money on a weekly, monthly, or yearly basis that bring you no joy whatsoever? Get rid of it. Next, create unbreakable rules. I will set aside this much money every week, every month, every year for investments to purchase assets that will make me wealthy. I will not spend money on this, that, or something else. I will not increase my lifestyle because I got a promotion or a pay raise or a bonus. I will not accept credit card debt in my life because I don't care how good you are at playing the market. There is no chance that you're beating that interest rate that you're paying on your credit card. And that brings me to my next thing. Kill debt ruthlessly. Debt equates to money you are obligated to pay out on a monthly basis. Get rid of it as quickly as possible. Now, I'm not talking about mortgage debt. If you have mortgage debt that's at 2, 3, 4, 5%, and you don't want to eliminate that, that's perfectly reasonable. We can talk about that in another video. But if you have credit card debt, if you have debt for a vehicle that you don't own yet, if you have debt for vacation, if you have student loans, you need to get rid of them, and you need to get rid of them yesterday. Buy freedom and not stuff. Buy assets that will accumulate in value. Put money away in investments. Start a side hustle. Invest in education or skills that will pay you back over time. Six-figure income is not necessarily the goal. The goal is freedom. You want to own your time, your energy, and your future. And the only way to get there is to break the cycle. Stop buying the things that are stealing your time. Start building a war chest and buy your freedom back. You aren't failing. You're just hitting the target you should have never been aiming at. Change your target. You weren't built to flex. You were built for more. If this message resonates with you, drop a comment and let's talk about it. Share this with somebody you know who's trying to look successful, but is literally having nightmares and panic attacks every night when they go to sleep. Next time, we're going to talk about career transitions and how to prepare for different transitions in your life and how to make sure that you are financially ready to take the next step. Don't let anyone sell you a dream that just takes your freedom. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below.